All right, and we're back. Man, some of you guys are spinning your wheels. Keep on checking to see if things are working. It will take time. Some people are wondering, oh my God, is my wallet working? No offense, but if you have your wallet working, you're not going to have any GRIN anyways. It's going to take 24 hours before you can even have any GRIN in there, or at least any usable GRIN. Let's see. Gotta see what my partner's saying here. I said, let's have some fun. He says he'll try. It's not often that you get a new launch. You know what I mean? Okay, so that's fine. This is my Mac that we're on. But let's go to my Linux machine because I am lagging. I still got to set my miner up. Let's see here. CD GRIN miner. Cool. Let's see here. GRINmit shows hash rate. Does it automatically switch over to mainnet when launch happens? Oh, it's 7:13. So people are freaking out because this is supposed to start at 7. Yeah. Guys, the first block is going to take hours to mine. So the good thing is this gives us enough time to figure out if we're having issues on any of the pools. Obviously, hopefully we're not, but you never know. Let's see here. MWGrinPool.com. Let me make sure my stream's actually going all right. Yeah, looks like we're going. Cool. Cool. So, okay, that's fine. I still have to set up my rig, or one of them. I got another rig that's upstairs, so if I ever have to leave this stream for a moment, that's probably why. Restore pages? No. Oh, pop-up's great. Get the hell out. All right. So we got this open. GRIN miner. GRIN miner. Okay, cargo build. Some people do cargo build release. I just do cargo build. Oh, you know what? I forgot to do my configuration. So let's see here. See if we got Visual Studio Code open. Because I hate using the standard gedit. Downloads, code. Let's go, baby, go. Install. Yeah, you know, I actually tried using GRIN Gold Miner, and you know, it went for like about an hour or so, and then it just froze. And I haven't had the best of luck either on Linux, but I think it has been at least more reliable than GRIN Gold Miner on Windows. So I have tried both operating systems. Ultimately, I prefer Linux. I never thought I'd say that. Linux is good for some stuff. Nope, that's not what I'm looking for. Code, Visual Studio Code. Don't remember what my username was. Oh, what did I just... Oh, great. Loading. There we go. Cool. Add to favorites. Obviously, I'm not going to let you guys see what my password is. Open folder. Not documents. It's weird because I'm using a different monitor so I can live stream it, so it makes it a little bit more difficult. Cargo. Oh, let's just open this folder. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat room. You know, I'll put a link to our chat room for MWGrinPool. Copy link, yeah, into the YouTube. Thank you, Smith7800. I am flattered. Captain Crypto is cool as a cucumber. Well, I hope you're talking about the temperature of a cucumber, because they are pretty cool in that sense. Okay, the link to our chat room is on the YouTube stream. In case you want to chat with me, I'll probably be periodically checking the chats on our Gitter channel. Excuse me, our Gitter channel, as well as YouTube. Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Grin miner, cargo.toml. First things first. We want that one. And we want to block out that one. I know this process really well because I had to do a tutorial on YouTube, and I had to record it like multiple times, which is how you get good at it, good enough that you can actually make a tutorial, right? Okay, Stratum server address. So now I'll finally be able to see what you guys are seeing. Nope, almost got it wrong. Stratum.MWGrinPool.com colon 3401. Stratum server login. No offense, guys, but I am not going to show you this stuff. So I'm going to switch to our other screen here. Guys are going to have to give me a moment here while I have to unplug a couple of things. Is it safe to mine? 0.5.2, yes, it should be safe to mine. Quentin over here is one of the administrators for GRIN, probably the biggest pool. Not probably, they are the biggest pool for GRIN. And I think that will be revealed upon launch as well. They're owned by BlockCypher. Give me a second, I gotta plug some stuff in here. Zero, 1, 2 is what we want. You guys are DDoSing the website. You know, Quentin has a knack for jumping into our chat room. I don't know if it's just bored at the, you know, it's not as fun at the GRIN chat room or what, but it's all right. There's enough people who want to know what GRIN's up to. Okay, debug, GRIN-miner. Let me see what we got here. Connected to GRIN server, so we're good. Okay. So I'm gonna plug this back on. Yeah, so I'll show you guys what I'm seeing right now as a miner. Let's see. Where's my mouse? Go right there. Okay. So you see it's connected to our Stratum server, but there ain't nothing to mine yet. That is kind of what we expect at this point. There we go. You can see it a little bit better. So let's go to the GRIN dev channel chat and see what they are saying right now. It's probably a bunch of jargon that some of us might understand. So what are people thinking about using that for 31 versus 29? CPU AVX. I think you will need a lot of luck in order to mine either C29 or C31 with a CPU. Okay. Oh man, you guys are trying to mine with your CPU. I wish you the best of luck because you will need it. You will definitely need it. All right, let's see here. Let's go to the dev channel. Got YouTubeception here. Getter, okay, that's fine. Getting about 1.6 GPS. Okay, that is fine. I don't know which algorithm he's on. GRIN dev. Oh man, look how much stuff. 3 blocks since that one in 3 minutes. 3 confirmations. If it does, I can text to speech. Crypto is converging on GRIN. Sign that Bitcoin miners are still mining Bitcoin. Okay, I think I have a valid, good-looking Genesis block. Going to commit. So the Genesis block has not been committed yet. So you see that? Let's see here. Yeah. So usually test commits Genesis hash forever and then usual rest. So Ignis Peverell is the guy who, I can't say he's in charge, but he's kind of the one who originated GRIN. No one knows who he is. Or she, right? Could be a she. Maybe it could be a robot, artificial intelligence. But at the GRIN conventions, he actually does a speech with a text-to-speech. I don't know what it's called. One of those robot voices so that you can't tell who he is, which I think is fun. That's definitely a fun way to do it. Let's see what people are saying. 3.16 GPS in your Vegas. GPU greater than CPU. Yeah, is there a way to choose C29 or C31 with GRIN Gold Miner? That's good. That's good question. Wacky. Best bet would be to check your config file. I did notice GRIN Gold Miner seemed like it didn't have quite as much of the ability to customize things as the Linux. Excuse me, as the Linux GRIN miner. Give me a moment here. So we're going to be seeing some zeros and waiting for server stuff for a while because we don't have a block for you guys to. Sorry, getting distracted here. Yeah, we don't have a block for you guys to mine. Genesis block is not yet ready. Thank you for your patience. Yeah. as the guy that kind of interfaces with the public, with our users, I've gotten used to using some of that PR speak that some people appreciate it, some people hate it, but can't always give you guys all the details, you know what I mean? That's just the nature of it. All right, well, this mining screen is going to be pretty boring for a while, so we'll get out of there. Let's see what GRIN is up to. See what things look like over there. Yeah, so this is, oh my. Yeah, so this looks about right. The hash rate looks like it's going to be in the tens of thousands. My kind of what my prediction was that it was going to be, yeah, I think about 30,000 was about what I was expecting. Early on, I knew it was going to be a lot. Like a week ago, I knew it'd be over 10,000. Some people were saying 100,000. You never know, maybe. But I think probably the hash rate that we're seeing right now is going to be close to what the actual hash rate is going to be. Now, obviously, that creates an issue for... it'll be interesting to see what MWGrinPool's hash rate is. If it's too low, then we might open invitations up, right, so we can get more miners. But, you know, we'll see where it's at. We have a few big miners. There are a lot of people who say, oh, yeah, I'm coming in with, 600 GPUs, and maybe they are, but also maybe they're just BSing, This is crypto, and people love lying about what they do or don't have. Let's see here. How broken this telephone is. So many people spending with no information, having done no research. Yeah, there's a lot of people who are just coming in last minute who haven't done any research. They want you to hold their hand. And we've been pretty good at actually holding their hand, getting them set up. But to a certain extent, it's like, I'm not going to feel too, what's the term? Not going to feel too sorry for people who are just jumping in now, because a lot of them probably don't know much about the currency, and most of them probably don't care either. But some of us have been following this project for over a year. Some of us have been writing code to contribute in different ways. Yeah, if you check the GRIN dev channel, you will see that the Genesis block is not ready yet. Okay. 128 gigabyte of RAM. I think I could get more than 8 cores if I... Okay. If you watch a video with Use Plume, it was evident that he was not impressed by the mining crowd either. Yeah, I don't think anyone's that impressed by the mining crowd. I mean, anyone can mine, really. All you need is a GPU. Half these people don't even care for crypto. It's happened. Okay, let's see what we're seeing here. Commit. We have a Genesis block. All right. Everyone, please build and start your nodes. All right, so let's see what we're seeing. It'll probably take a few minutes for us to get our Stratum server up. Yep. All right, 7:30 a.m. Pacific time on January 15th. GRIN is a go. Yeah. So if our miners are okay, can't show you all of my chats. Some of them are kind of confidential. You know what I mean? 6 okay, that's fine. Let's see what we're seeing on the mining side here. Yeah. And the thing is, too, there's so many people mining, and this one's going to take so long that I know some people want to be mining on this block immediately, but, it's not like you're going to magically get the first block. It's going to take hours to get, and it's most likely to go either to a mining pool or someone with a ton of hash power. And even if you get it, it's only 60 GRIN, which, guess what? There's 60 more GRIN every minute going out. Believe it or not, I actually like the emission rate, the fact that it never changes, because as a percentage it goes to 0, And there's a certain elegance with not having to adjust the emission rate. I think anytime you make an adjustment on the not on the fly, anytime you make like a significant adjustment, like a halving, they're just things that can go wrong. It's like it affects the market a little bit too much. It's not a gradual change is probably the best way to put it. Let's see what Blade says. I hope not. Is there still a minor reconnect issue that they may need to restart the miner? I thought it was fixed, but I still hear it being an issue. I don't know. Let's find out. So I will try reconnecting. Oh, why did it do that? Oh, god damn. So the computer that's supposed to be mining, I just had to reinstall Linux, so it wants to go to sleep on me, which is incredibly annoying. If there's one person who's not trying to save power, it's a cryptocurrency miner. All right, target, debug, GRIN miner, go. Connected, waiting for server. 1080 Ti, when I try to switch over to C throw to test it. Okay. So let's change those settings while we're here. Tell it to not go to sleep. Power. Not 5 minutes. Never go off. Background, Wi-Fi. Okay, whatever. Let's see what people are saying on YouTube. Oh, wrong mouse. Can we start mining? That is what I am trying to figure out right now. Let me bug my partner. Yeah, because my miner says it's waiting for the server. Is TI run mainnet? I can't run it. I don't know what. Man, so many typos. Hard to understand what users are asking me. Oh, we're building. Okay, so. Okay, so for those of you who are on GRINPool, we're still building the release, so give it a moment. FYI, the Stratum, our Stratum server is being rebuilt right now with Genesis block info. It should be ready momentarily. Okay, let's see. I have to build an older i7. It will not run in the cloud. Illegal instruction. Need another minute. Okay, that's fine. So while we're here, let's do some calculations, shall we? Let's take a look at GRIN. Oh, there we go. So, God, you know what? The one thing I really don't like about their website is you have to refresh the browser in order to see much of anything. Okay, so hypothetically, let's do some calculations. So 22,500, oh, that's their pool hash rate. Let's see if we can take a look at the network. Oh, sorry, wrong screen. There we go. Primary network hash rate. I can't tell if that's supposed to be 20 or 20,000. Okay, so this looks like it is not correct. I don't know what their charts are showing. Okay, so let's say we'll take a look at this. 22,500. No, secondary hash rate 23,000. So we're going to do some calculations. So let's say that that's the network graph rate. I keep on saying hash rate, but really it's graph rate. But the differences for most people are not that important. 22,500 graphs per second. So I have 12 GPUs, 12 1080 Ti's, and overall they get about, we'll say 50 graphs per second. So if I do that, 22,500, okay, so times 100. So that's the percentage of the graph rate that I have. During the course of one day, we have 86,400. Okay, divided by 100. 192. Does that sound right? Let me make sure I did my math right. So 50 divided by 22,500. God, that didn't come out right, did it? 50 divided by 22,500. Okay, times 86,400. Yeah, that's right. So I could expect about 192 GRIN per day. Honestly, I'm happy with that. But the problem is that if you're losing money while you're mining, or you're, how would I say, making really good profits while you're mining, before, okay, so this is with 2020 hindsight, before it actually hits the exchanges, because you don't know whether you're making money or not because there's no price for the coin. So between you and me, my rough estimate, and I can go into how I came up with these calculations, my rough estimate about what I expect the coin price to stabilize at would be somewhere around $3 per coin or maybe $5 per coin. So if I have 192 coins per day, then okay, 300, oops, not 300, say $3 per coin, $576 per day. Maybe that's a high estimate for the, not cost of the coins. What's the term I'm looking for? For the price of the coins. But we'll find out. I mean, even if it were $1, the thing is, if it's $1, then okay, right? So shouldn't have to do this math. 192 times 1 is 192. There you go. So that's if it's $1 per coin. And in my opinion, if I'm going to look at market cap, so 86,400 per day times 365, 31.5 million GRIN will be created in the first year. So if it's $1 a coin, then the market cap at the end of 1 year will be 31.5 billion. With the amount of hype that this currency has, I would expect it to be much higher than that. So let's say we expect it to be 300, and $15 million is the market cap after a year. That means the price would be $10. And if we expect it to get 3.15 billion by the end of 1 year, that means that the price would be $100 per coin. So we'll find out where it actually ends up. Let's see what my partner's saying. He's handling the back end. Building GRIN core, not Stratum server, but close enough. Okay, maybe peers are not working anyway, so we are not late yet. Peers not working. Okay. Sometimes there are issues on our side. Sometimes there are issues on the actual GRIN network side. This is the nature of a launch. Things get screwed up. Okay. Whoop, 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 whoop. 17 people watching. Hey guys, if you're watching, you're welcome to join our GRIN pool. I think I posted the link on the YouTube channel. In fact, I'll post the YouTube channel link on our Gitter channel. It's going to create an infinite loop. Hey guys, for those of you who want to join my live stream, feel free to do so here. You can get updates faster that way. and we can have some fun. Sounds so cheesy saying that. So let's see what our actual website is showing, right? And I haven't even gone to my website yet. Let's see here. Miner, 0, that's fine. Pool, miner stats, yeah. So it's a bunch of zeros. That's fine. Once the first block goes, then we should be good. Let's see what my miner's showing. Yeah, that's kind of what I expected for now. Probably be like that for a little while while we figure things out. Let's go back to the dev channel. Oop. Oop. Actually, let me go to here. What the hell did I just click? Oh, there we go. Yeah, so some people are wondering, okay, well, why is the difficulty so hard on the Genesis block? Well, the thing is, if they had put it lower and they're off, there's the possibility, you know, let's say they completely underestimate how many people there are going to be mining it. Then the next thing you know, the first block gets mined in, you know, 10 seconds or 1 second, and you can't really use. At that point, the timestamps, there's enough variability that it could cause some major issues because the next block is going to take a look at how long it took for the last block to be mined, and that is an issue. Yeah, if it's not able to calculate it well enough because the time duration for that block is too low, then the next thing you know, the difficulty could get completely screwed up. So it makes more sense for them to set a very high difficulty, have it take longer, and end up with a more precise or accurate estimate based on that first block of what the actual graph rate of the network is. FluNet port for peers. You need to rebuild after a fix is pushed. Looks like there's an issue with port. It's still using the FluNet port for peers. Okay. Well, might as well tell people on Twitter to come join the fun, right? I'm at Captain Crypto HD on Twitter. All right. Our MWGrinPool is live streaming the GRIN. You're supposed to use a $sign or a hash sign. There you go. Live streaming the GRIN launch right now. Come join us as we watch as the GRIN community mines its Genesis block. We'll also be giving you a little bit of a look, a glimpse of what things look like on the mining #mining pool side. Cryptocurrency, Bitcoin. Let me add. What am I going to add here? Well, I had a thumbnail on YouTube, so we might as well use that one. See how ugly it looks. Oh, and give my YouTube live stream. Oh, perfect amount. Yoink. This is fun. I like live streaming. So for those of you who don't know, I used to do a Captain Crypto show back when I had more time. But these days, I'm a busy boy, so I don't always have time to live stream or do other sorts of podcasts. I've done some tutorials on GRIN because I have incentive to do so as a mining pool administrator. But in general, oh, I guess I should add while I'm at it. Take a look right here. See that? Edge. Whoop. So Edge, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Edge, but Edge is a multi-currency mobile wallet. I'm actually a full-time developer, front-end developer for the Edge team. It's actually a lot of fun working for them. We have a really good team, in my opinion. We support most major cryptocurrencies, and we're going to try to be one of the first major wallets to support GRIN. Now, there are quite a bit of challenges when it comes to GRIN because it has interactive transactions. So that's the big hurdle that we have to get over. Also, our stack is written in JavaScript, which, how would I say it? I like working with JavaScript, but none of the GRIN code is written in JavaScript. It's almost entirely in Rust. So there's the question of, okay, well, how do you build a GRIN wallet in JavaScript if the core GRIN wallet is written in Rust? So either you need a library for GRIN that is provided by someone who's skilled enough to do that, or you need to find some other way to do it. There's a question too, if we're going to do, how would I say it, the wallet, not addresses, but the URLs that you have to use for Ubuntu right now, then, do they have to be online all the time, right? Because sometimes the person you want to send money to is not online. Luckily, we're a mobile wallet, so usually, a mobile wallet is at least connected to some 4G network or whatever. But there are going to be a lot of challenges there. See what our miner's saying. Rebuild your wallets. I really do think it's funny that people are focusing so much on their wallets. You have a whole day, really. Well, I guess if you're solo mining, then you can have your own wallet. But otherwise, you're not even going to be able to spend any GRIN for a day. If you're solo mining and you're a small guy, you're probably not going to get a block anytime soon. Still waiting. That's fine. Oh, let's see what we got here. I have a feeling my partner, Blade, my mining pool partner who handles the back end, man, he's got his hands full during this launch. That's one of the reasons why we decided to limit the number of users that we're allowing on, is just because the actual load and just scaling and just in general, the scale of this launch is pretty large. I can't remember the last time there was a currency that had this many people anticipating its launch. Can we start mining? Almost. We are I'll say compiling. Building, compiling mean the same thing. Oh, you guys can't see that. Come on, come on. There we go. Sorry, guys. I know these are DMs, but I am making them public. My miner's still not connecting. Is there anything I need to do on my side? Not yet. We are compiling. We are compiling things. That's really vague. Okay, let's take a look at my, whatchamacallit. Every so often, I'm just going to double check this. Waiting for server. Yeah, it's still waiting for our server. People getting antsy. Yeah, I'm not going to post anything right now. What else was I going to say? Yeah, no, so we are definitely interested in integrating GRIN. Let's see here. We have peers. I think we're almost ready here. Oh, I think we're building the wallet first is the issue. Building the release, illegal instruction, then a building credit. Go GRIN core. Okay, we are running now, but no credit. Okay. One something down. Yeah, so I handle the front end. So a lot of this crazy Stratum server stuff is not what I do, but I am starting to brush up on it. That way I can take over some more of the, how would I say it, responsibilities, because otherwise, you know, if something happens to my partner, then I'm SOL. I don't want that. I want to help my partner as much so that he doesn't have to take on quite as much of the load, because right now he's got his hands full, let's just put it that way. Okay, 20 peers now, mainnet. So the good thing is people's wallets are compiling fine now. I don't feel like setting up my wallet right now personally. Plus I own a mining pool, right? I'm a partner for a mining pool, so I can have my stuff on the mining pool. You know, worst comes to worst. Worst comes to worst, we get hacked, which actually is really bad. But I don't have to worry at least about a mining pool admin running off with my coins, because I am the mining pool admin, at least one of them. Here we go. Can we start mining? To MWGrinPool.com? Not quite yet. All right. Almost there, guys. Almost there. Let's see here. I don't have voice at work. Can we start mining? I don't have voice at work. I don't know. Oh, you can't hear what I'm saying. Stratum server is not quite ready yet. We had to build the first. Can you explain why GRIN mining harder than Bitcoin in 2009? I feel like that's actually not true, because in the beginning, if I remember correctly, Satoshi was the only person mining. I think Hal Finney was the second person to build the core and wallet first. Yeah, and you know what I mean? It's one of the reasons that it's difficult, why things are not going super smooth with GRIN, is because the timeline was kind of ambitious. They said, you know, first quarter of 2019. They said first or second quarter of 2019. I was expecting more like March, April, May. Okay, 2010 or 2011. Yeah. Well, at that point they had time. Bitcoin in 2010, 2011 did have time to build stuff. I think in general the timeline was pretty aggressive with GRIN, which I hold on a second, which I am okay with. If they had delayed it by a couple more months, then you just would end up with more miners. So even if then you were able to mine, it would just be that much more difficult to actually get some. So I don't know. It's all, you know, half of one. What do they say? 6 of one, half a dozen of another. The video made a few days ago on how to mine GRIN. Yeah, so I turned off the GRIN mining video tutorial that I had because we changed the Stratum server. I don't know if you guys are aware, but things are invite only for the time being. So the old Stratum server, you will not be able to even connect to it. And since I didn't want to have a video up where I tell people to join a Stratum server that won't connect. So Captain Rylan, from one captain to another, if you join the Getter channel and you send me a PM with that same username, I'll help you get set up. I'm a people person like that. All right. Let's see what is going on Getter. First block can be mined in 9 minutes, I think. Or it could be 9 minutes, yeah, or 2 hours. Yeah, well, we're talking about statistics here and probability. Hypothetically, it could be mined in like 10 seconds or less, but the idea is for them to make a difficulty where it's highly unlikely that it will be mined in that sort of time period. Hold on, my partner up here is saying something, so I gotta check out what he's saying. Oh! 11,000 GPS. I don't know if those numbers are right, guys, but I hope I'm getting that many GPS. Your Phantom miners didn't get it. Stratum server sending block. I sent a block. No miner restart should be needed. I found a share. All right, so you guys can see something's going on here. Oh man, there's all sorts of confusion. Hey, look, guys, I'm mining at 6,000 GPS. Shit, I hope that's right. Let me restart. Oh man, we knew it would be a wild time, guys. Oh man. 10,000, and you notice it's only one. It's only one at a time. Difficulty 1. I never know what to know when it says difficulty 1. We won't have graph data until the first block. Yeah, guys. So if you're mining, you're not going to have any real graph data until the first block is mined, at least on MWGrinPool. So if you look, see that? Oh no, you can't see that. Wrong screen. So see that? It's blank. Last block found negative. Yeah. So it's going to be like that until the first block is mined. Once the first block is mined, then we'll start getting good data. Up until then, it's just going to be more or less blank. Manuel Bastos. Yeah, listen, guys, if you want an invite to the pool, send me a private message on Gitter. All right. I have to limit how many people I can do it to, or who I can invite. But if you're on the live stream, then you get a little love. I have a feeling, well, knock on wood, hopefully we'll be all right with our Stratum server on the first day. Obviously, if we have a bunch of miners, then that's a challenge. Just scaling, handling that sort of load. We have to give out, accept shares, and we have to do all sorts of crazy stuff with the Stratum server. The real challenge is going to be payouts. The second 24 hours goes by and your balance becomes available for withdrawal, I know you guys, and you guys are just going to be slamming that payout button, and the wallet only goes so fast. So that's when you're really going to have to bear with us. So where can I see that video? Gitter, how about this? I will post the video. Just realize that the Stratum servers are incorrect, okay? I'm going to make it so it's not public because we want to limit how many people are joining our pool. Okay, so if I go to my channel, YouTube Studio Beta, videos, and you'll notice something funny here. See how many of these I had to make? I had to make one, then I had to make edits and get rid of the old one, then make another one and edit, and it's just pandemonium. All right, so I'm going to post the link on the YouTube live stream, and I reserve the right to remove that link at any given time. So just realize that the Stratum server on it is incorrect. See that? That is not the Stratum server. Oops. Clicking on the wrong screen. That is not, that Stratum server will do you no good for the time being. Yep, you have GPS, Captain. Attaboy. So I just posted the link there for those of you who are on Linux and need to figure out how to mine. I'll be honest, I don't know why you're asking for the link if you're already mining. Oh, maybe you're on Windows and you want to try Linux or something. I get it. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Let's see. Yeah, I really don't know what to make of these. I just think the Stratum server stuff is just... No, I guess that's not even the Stratum server. That's GRIN Miner that's providing that number. One hell of a wonky-ass number. But, you know, it's better than nothing. GRIN server got share at 1 hash something. That's a high initial difficulty. Submitted by GRINPool difficulty. Okay, this is what I see. Watching the stream, please send invite. All right. Let's see here. I will get around to that. The share message looks okay. The share aggregator is getting both types. Okay, cool. Let's go to GRINPool. GRIN scan showing block 0. Okay. Yeah. All right. Can we start? Oh, you should be able to, if you have our private Stratum servers, you should be able to mine to them. Great. I probably shouldn't message everyone on that because now everyone's going to be asking for the private. Oh, shoot. Did I enable TLS? That is a very good question. Okay. I have to be very careful how I do this. All right, you guys got to give me a minute here. Because if I go into my grinminer.toml file, then you'll see my password, and I can't let you do that. Whoa. There we go. All right. Oh yeah, no TLS was enabled. Okay. Do once more then. Wee wah woo wah. Errored. Strange stuff, man. Strange stuff. Okay, that's fine. Oops. Yeah, just getting some weird stuff. Beware that expected that you will not see shared data on the web UI until after the first block is found. Yep. Yes, sirree. So see how strange this is? Errored. Yeah, okay. But then it's like they switch off which one is errored. Whatever. It'll take hours to get the first block, so I have plenty of time to figure it out. Let's see what you guys are saying on YouTube, huh? All by that special 1080 time. Pod rock. That's what I was saying, man. I hope I'm getting that amount of hash, of graphing power. Can we say hashing power? No, it's not. They're not hashing, but mining power. GPS relay. Okay. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Let's see what other people are saying. Remember Hudson, da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, I gotta check something here. Okay, I want to see MWGrinPool 3301 failed to log in. Connected to stratum.mwgrinpool.com. Want to know if anyone's getting normal graph rates, or if you're seeing crazy stuff like I am. Let's go into the GRIN community. Genesis 807, GRIN Explorer, Genesis block. Let's take a look at the Genesis block here. I believe the Genesis block has a reference to a recent Bitcoin block. That way they can prove that the Genesis block was created after that time period. You can prove that something happened after another event, but I don't know if it's as easy to prove that it happened before another event. So we can at least prove that it happened after an event. Kookaroo! Kookaroo! Some of the names involved with GRIN are kind of, well, let's be honest, they're silly, but they're kind of fun. I was not a Harry Potter fan. I've never read the books or watched any of the movies. I think I was just like a couple years too old for that. But having a lot of that theme stuff, I like it. And I say that as a non-Harry Potter fan. Cryptocurrency doesn't have enough fun stuff in it. I mean, it's fun making money, but it's also not fun losing money like 2018. But I think sometimes we need to remember that we are here and we might as well have fun doing things. Just to let everyone know, the huge hash rate drop on GRIN is normal and expected. We remove fake shares on the fake blocks. We're now mining the mainnet. Nothing else to do. Yeah. Thank you, Quentin. Got to check to see what my partner's saying. When I check to see what my partner's saying, I don't let you guys see it. I see normal mining. People are getting it to work. I see a lot of shares coming in. Okay, cool. Let me mess around with my... All right, so let me try to figure out what's going on with my rig here. Means I'll have to disconnect it again. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna disconnect it real quick. Yeah, I think I'm just going to restart it. That way I don't have to deal with it. Up. Which stratum is the private stratum? All right, I have an account. I'm able to log in. Also used to run at MWGrinPool. That's fine. Okay. Stratum.MWGrinPool.com :3301 non-SSL. So those of you watching the live stream, if you don't already have, this is how you're invited by knowing these values. All right. There you go. Oh, all right. That's what I get for... Hey there, I'm not able to log into the MWGrinPool site to check miners. My login works just fine for the miners, though. Is there a side issue? You will not be able to see any stats until after Genesis block is mined, which might be a while. Oh, I'm mining just fine. Okay. It's good to hear. Oh, wow. Yep. Yep, so... had to restart miners. Normal GPS rates. What is the private stratum? Is it 3301? Yes. Kind of. Are we able to assign worker names to our miners? And are we mining mainnet? Is all good with pool? Bruce. So if you guys have multiple miners, if you have multiple rigs miners, you will need multiple accounts for now. Sorry for the inconvenience. Yeah, it's just not the highest priority to allow multiple miners per user. We will add that feature as soon as we can. There's someone using Grid Gold Miner, getting some decent GPS. I think I might turn off the stream soon. There's plenty of stuff that I have to work on. And honestly, I don't know how much there's going to be until we mine the first block, you know what I mean? I don't think you want to hear me ramble for hours on end. Will do. What? I can't see submitted shares in the pool stats. No, you cannot. You can see shares submitted by yourself in your GRIN miner. Props to the work you're doing. Thank you. It's appreciated. Failed to log in info. Sent you PM on Gitter. What's one of your favorite, most excited thing about GRIN? Well, I do like the fact that I'm working on a mining pool. It's a lot of fun. What else? As I mentioned, being able to possibly integrate GRIN into Edge Wallet, available on iOS and Android, is also exciting. GRINCon, right? That's why is that stuck there? GRINCon should be fun. Hey, if you guys are at GRINCon, I think that's in like 2 weeks or something like that. Feel free to say hi to me. I'm not one of those awkward people who's too cool to say hi to you or to talk with you. Let's be honest, I probably won't know anyone there, really, except for maybe Blade. So I might be awkwardly standing in the corner on my phone. What else with GRIN? Honestly, I'm a big privacy advocate. So I was really into Monero, and I still am. And it's nice to have another privacy coin. Full disclosure, I don't mind saying this. The reason I got into Bitcoin was because of the Silk Road. I like the economics behind Bitcoin. I think that's fascinating. But what actually got me off my butt to actually try using Bitcoin was I was listening to Free Talk Live, which, by the way, is an excellent show. And they're talking about how, I went to this website, it's on the dark net. I ordered, an eighth of weed, and it showed up on my door a few days later. And I was like, what? Come again? You know what I mean? Let's see here. How old was I? About 26 at the time. So I was in my the prime of my partying days. Like, wait, it shows up right on your door? Yeah. How do I get my hands on this thing? Let's see here. Are you into Ravencoin? I read one of the white papers on Ravencoin, and it wasn't really well written. I think that's Bruce Fenton's thing. I know a lot of people who are very hardcore libertarian who are into it, which normally would be my jam. But when I read the white paper, I was like, But they have multiple white papers, so maybe I read the wrong one. There's lots of references to Game of Thrones and stuff. It's just kind of cheesy. Check out Zcoin for privacy. Maybe I will. There's so many Zcoin, Zcash, Zencoin, Horizon. So that's branding fail on all of them. They need to come up with something new. Like GRIN. That's cool, right? I like that it's called GRIN. Apparently it was a reference to Grindelwald or whatever, but it's cool because you have the smirk, the smile too. I didn't like the logo at first. I thought it was really cheesy, but as time goes on, I'm like, no, this is kind of like, what would you call it? It's almost like a counterculture within crypto. It's I like it. It's different. It's different. I mean, I can do all in the same account, but if I want each under different name, I would make separate accounts. Yes, you would use separate accounts. Great. So now my Linux computer it's just not restarting. So give me a second. Let me restart it. God fucking damn it. Man, so many problems on Linux. Jesus. PCI errors. Well, probably got a few hours to fix it. So let me see what I can do. All right, guys, I think I'm going to turn off the live stream for now. Let's see here. It's 8:18 Pacific time. I just got some things I got to do. Let me show you something real quick. See if it shows you the error that I've been seeing. I see so many of these errors on. Okay. So this is on my Linux computer. So that's what I'm dealing with right now. So I'm going to stop the live stream, get this up and running, because I probably got a couple hours or a few hours or something before for the Genesis block. I have to resolve these errors. You know, with Ubuntu, if I don't do things in a real specific order, then I get problems. All right, so let's see here. Yeah, you guys get it. All right, P. Yeah, I mean, I fixed it before, so I'll do it again. Okay, guys. Well, I'll shut off the stream, and I'll see you guys hopefully in a few hours. Hopefully, we'll have the Genesis block up and running, and hopefully MWGrinPool will be up and running the way we want it, and we'll be getting our hands on some GRIN. You guys may have seen I did some of those calculations earlier. So we'll see what the graph rate is like, and the second we know what the graph rate is like, we're going to do some estimates, right? Find out how much money we may or may not make. Obviously, we don't know the price, but we can kind of fill in the blank with some estimates on what we think the price will be. Kipple, yeah, I know there's an issue with the with some of the meta tags and the HTML. That's just lower priority right now. That'll probably be fixed within the next couple of days. All right, guys, see you in a couple hours. Or a few hours, or whenever. Whenever the Genesis block is mined, we'll be back here. All right?